Hey, every marathon organizer that I might submit Pokemon Brilliant Diamond to. I'm Recolt, and I'm gonna show you what Pokemon Brilliant Diamond is so that you can have an informed decision whether to put this in the marathon or leave it be, which is totally understandable. This is the any percent category, which has a big glitch that's only possible on version 1.1.1, Pokemon Brilliant Diamond or Shining Pearl. There, timing starts. And yeah, so the idea is that I literally have one Pokemon fight within the first 4 minutes of the game. The first 5 minutes, 5-6 minutes are pretty like standard, pretty normal. I'm not giving these characters names and whatnot, but after that it's kind of glitchy galore. There's this glitch called storage, where I can store pause menus and I can do weird things with menus. Yeah, don't worry about that. If it sounds like a little bit out of it, this is take 2. And preferably the last take. The estimate is going to be 30 minutes of whatever I'll submit. This is mostly because of safety. Like, the glitches that you can do in this game, they aren't difficult. They're just easy to mess up. And depending on... like... I'm not gonna say how consistent. Like, they're just easy to mess up. And that's no one's fault. That's literally everyone. So, I did three settings here. One of them is fast text speed, which, if it has fast in the name, I don't have to explain what it is. The second thing that I did is no battle animations, which speeds up the one fight in the game that we have. It actually speeds it up by a lot, and you see that in every speedrun of Pokemon ever. The third option is no background music. So yeah, the audio that you hear is literally only bleeps and bloops. So that's boring. During marathons, I might not do that because it's not that important for any of the glitches. It just speeds up. Like, you might have played Pokemon, you might have picked up an item from the floor or got a power up. Yeah, those sounds will not play if the background music is set to 0. And with not played means that the MP3 or OGG or whatever file type it is doesn't play. So we don't have to wait for the music, giving us a second or so every time that a bleepy or a bloopy like that is supposed to be played. I don't know what I'm saying. I mean, I kind of do, but yeah, don't worry about it. So, this is plot. We're trying to go to this lake for the red Gyarados, which you might know from Pokemon Gold, Silver, Crystal. That was actually the television program that our character was looking at, but now, oh no, we found a bag, and now we are attacked by wild Starlies. And we get a Turtwig. Turtwig is the fastest option because it's the first option. But it's also the strongest Pokemon here. This might be a donation incentive because it doesn't really matter. But it would be cool to take a level 5, whichever starter it is, to the end. So this is a good fight. It's going to be a 2-hitter. It's a crit even. Nice. I can't complain too much about that. There's some RNG here, and that's the only RNG in the run, as far as I know. Another donation incentive is that I could be the girl as well. And the boy would be walking here grabbing the suitcase from the professor. Again, it doesn't matter. It's just a little bit faster menuing. But hey, if that's it. Okay, get used to saying goodbye to Dawn. This is like the third time already. Okay, just a little bit of stack smashing left. This is Mom. She finally gives us our speedrunning shoes. Because we have a Pokemon, it's time to get our speedrunning license, so we get running shoes. Okay, cool. Okay, glitches time. So first of all, I'm getting storage here. You heard the double bleep bleep? That's important. That sound means that it worked. And now I can walk in this pause menu. So what I did there is I walked into the door, since I can walk. I quickly went outside of the door. I went into the door. I cancelled a pause menu, which makes me free to like walk again. Anyway, Dawn was there, and Dawn is here that we can say hi and goodbye to. But by walking out of that, I am now in the glitched state where I can't interact with anything. I can walk, but I literally cannot interact. I do have this pause menu open still, which is pretty cool. And that's going to be our save and grace. So I'm going to save, close the game, and reopen the game. Oh, don't press download. That's bad. That can actually lock me out of ever playing this speedrun ever again. If it weren't for the fact that I got a homebrewed Switch. I do own the game. But for most people, you either have to be lucky that you've never upgraded the game. Because if you upgrade, you can downgrade. So you either need to know someone who has access to version 1.1.1, and you need to have an old cartridge, or you need to have an old cartridge and you never upgrade it. Or you take the easy way, homebrew your Switch, because I got one of those original ones. But hey, it doesn't matter too much. Time to take a walk. I'm gonna talk to this guy. He's a fisherman, and he gives me an old fishing rod. That's a key item, and that is a key item to the run. Pun intended. Preferably I get 2 key items, so that I get access to like the register menu. There, another storage, which I need to register, but not yet. I'm gonna register this old rod in left. Gonna register this one on the right. Doesn't really matter which what. Oh, whoops. That was really slow. And now I'm gonna collect menus, which is what this run is going... that didn't work, right? That did work. Okay, let's try it again. So now I'm getting a register menu. That's one menu. That's number 2. And 3. So now I have 3 normal menus on top of 1 register menu. And with that, I can cancel talking to this lady, which is also relatively precise when I cancel that. So now I got a text box. I'm so sorry the GWS isn't ready yet, which I can use to get into another glitched state by jumping from this bench. I hope the timing is alright. So you can tell that I'm flying, kinda. I'm also not attracting a fight with whoever that guy is, but I'm flying now. I'm in a glitched state and I'm flying. I need to do this one more time. Getting one more menu on top of a second menu. Yeah. So, getting another storage here. Yeah, that should be good. So now I'm flying, meaning I can walk over some of these trees and go out of bounds. Okay, this is really important. There. I need to look at a timer right now. I get Live Split open, which has a segment timer, which I'm happy with. I can also get like a physical stopwatch or whatever. But at certain points, I need to do something, go a different direction. I'm now going upright. Now I'm going up. Oh, apologies. And this takes like 2.5 minutes from start to end. I'm currently walking all the way directly to the, in different directions, but I'm walking all the way to the Pokemon League at the end. I'm currently out of bounds, obviously. Let me make one more turn. 55, 56. I'm going up again. There are two methods of travel here. One method is 8. Okay. One method is the bumping method. By bumping into walls and then kind of go around places. Like you can't easily go back inbounds, which is good. So yeah, you bump a lot so you kind of know where you are and then just go all the way to the end. Or use this time-based thing that I'm doing right now. So at 135, I go down right. And then 150, I'm going down. That's the last course change, I guess. Down. And I should bonk. Or go route 215. Okay. I'm not far enough. Okay. I'm bonking right now. That's good. This is the one lineup that I need in this game. So if I now go all the way to the right, that means that I should be at the Pokemon League. Well, kinda. I'm not in yet. That'll happen after. Bonk bonk. There. So now... Okay, so right now, I should be next to it. You can see I am at the Pokemon League. So I'm going all the way to the right. Okay, not too far to the right. You can do something that's going too far. Save my game and restart it to spawn back where I was. So right now, I should be somewhere in front of it. There are still hitboxes, so I am on like legal land. Unfortunately, the camera is kinda not placed where it is. But fortunately, I know how to navigate around it. I remember in the old like precise route, you had to take 14 steps precisely up. That was slow. This is rather imprecise, so I have to like improvise after. Okay, I'm here, so I have to go up. Yes, and this is the Pokemon League split. Not that it matters splitting anymore. Okay. So we're not out of the woods yet. We're in the Pokemon League. There are 6 fights and 6 skips. Saving here. I'm going to do the same as I did with the first glitch that I did. So I'm getting a double storage. And I'm interrupting the elevator. Just like that. So getting out of this menu and now I'm out of bounds. And I need to get back inbounds. So I'm going to stand right behind this guy. Save my progress. Get out of the game again. And assuming I don't mess up, this is the last time. I know I'm making a lot of assumptions here. But yeah, the Gnasty Leeches are killer. Okay, it takes like what, 25 seconds for 30 seconds for this display? Yeah, it's really not good. So go down, go up. And that's a gold split. Elevator, okay. Elite Four. I'm gonna save in front of every Elite Four. Just for marathon safety. Anyway, I need to get some menus up. I need to get a register menu. A normal menu. And another one of those. So now I'm holding up, press B, and I need to interrupt displays. This is good. So now I'm holding a direction. Press B. And then going left, activating the old rod. And just going through the wall. That's it. It's really easy to mess up because I need to hold a perfect diagonal. Doing anything else activates one of those like other slots that doesn't escape me to go back to normal state, if that makes sense. And I'm just doing this 4 times. Oh. Okay, that didn't work. I was a little bit too slow there. This is the easier one to hit. Anyway, like this is super time precise. I'm also looking at my analog stick. And like my angle can also be a little bit too much to the right. I said absolute diagonal, that's not true. But I can't have it within like 20 degrees towards like forwards or to the right. So that's 2. As far as I know, there are 3 strats of getting through here. This is not the easiest strat, what I'm doing, personally. But it's also not the hardest strat. The hardest strat actually stays in the menu. Doesn't matter if I'm like close to the ending or not. Anyway, that is 3 successful in a row. This is where it usually goes wrong for me. Okay, do the same thing that I just did. Storage. Store a menu. Storage, or a register menu. Store a pause menu. There. That was... Oh, I thought it was early. Okay. Holy... I did like 2.5 hours of attempts. And I just did this first try. Whoa, okay. Anyway, I should probably split. Even though this is like late, whatever. Save here. I don't need to save here. I'm gonna take it safe. So this is the easier one, believe it or not. Get 1 register menu. I said get 1 register menu. And I'm going through this place. So go up. I don't need to cancel this one. Cynthia! Okay, that's a little bit of a time waste. Don't worry about it. I'm gonna stand above her. I'm gonna do the same thing I just did. I could just go to where I need to go. Like that's not the issue. But I want to skip another cutscene. Is this an elevator? Yeah, this is an elevator. Oh, this is how it works. Okay, using that to skip this cutscene. And now I'm stepping into the last room. And this is basically the end, where we can celebrate. Put in our 1 level 5 Dirtwick. And I guess this is also a PB all of a sudden. Thank you. Oh, now I have to submit this, and now everyone knows that I might submit this to Marathon, so no. Anyway, League Champion. Time ends at the next black frame, which is... no. Cool. So 20. Anyway, mistakes are, like, possible. This is a second take for a Marathon, for, like, the video itself. Which, the previous one died at the getting levitation. But yeah, doesn't matter too much. This was Pokemon Brilliant Diamonds, done within 20 minutes. Thank you, and good night.